shawl measures 19 inches, and I'll have the centimeters on the screen. It's 19 inches by 58.5. So I kind of have it folded here so that I can show you easier on my table. I used cake yarn, and I'll show you those in a second. I started with the center, the light color in the center, and went with the light color in the center of the other ball. And I'll put a picture up here on the screen of what the other ball looked like before I used it all. But I put the light colors together, held them together for the start, and then as we went along, we went into darker colors, holding the darker colors of each yarn together right up until we got to the black and the dark purple, actually, right here. That's how I did it. You can do it any way you want, of course. And you don't have to hold two yarns together. You can just use a 2-weight, a 3-weight, a 4-weight, whatever size you want to use. And then we'll make this beautiful border afterwards, which I think really makes the shawl. I used a simple stitch. It's double crochets, but it's a zigzag stitch, also known as chevron, I believe. But it's easy to make, and I wanted the border to be, you know, the standout part of the shawl. There's these little picot things here. Yes, that's why I use a simpler stitch for the body of the shawl. Now, Hirschner's had these yarns there. They have no labels. They could be a yarn art. They could be a Hobie brand, but they're mill ends is what they call them. And you get 2 in a bag. They still have them. I think they're $14.99, but I paid, I believe it was $9.99 for two cakes. So they call them self-striping cotton cake mill ends. They could be 100% cotton, 90 or 96 cotton for metallic. This is probably this one, the metallic. Or 53 cotton, 43 acrylic for metallic. But anyway, there's approximately 800 meters or 875 yards in one. They're machine washable. I laid flat to dry. And I used two cakes held together. And this is what I had left. And you may need some stitch markers, a darning needle, pair of scissors, and the size of hook I used is a 4.5 millimeter hook. Holding these two yarns together, they're both, they claim them to be 2-weight. So if you hold them together, maybe they're very, very light 3. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. This stitch is done in multiples of 14 plus 4. I chained 70 for my shawl plus 4, and I've used a 4.5 millimeter hook. Okay, here I'm just going to make a little sample. So I've chained multiples of 14, and then we're going to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, we're going to start by going into the 4th chain from the hook with a double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrap your yarn, go in that 4th chain with a double crochet. Now that beginning chain here it is a double crochet, so now you have 2 double crochets. All right, we're going to go into the next 5 stitches or chains with 1 double crochet in each one. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now you have a total of 7 double crochets, and you're going to start every row with 7 double crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to make a valley. So the valley is made by putting 3 double crochets together. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap your yarn, pull through 2 loops, and you have 2 loops on your hook. Wrap your yarn, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, and you'll have 3 on your hook now. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and now you have 4. Grab your yarn, pull through all 4. So that is double crochets 3 together. That's our valley. Now we're going to go into each of the next 5 chains with 1 double crochet in each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, this is how it looks so far. You have 7 double crochets. You have your double crochet 3 together, and then we have 5 double crochets. So that was a valley we made here. So next we're going to make a peak. And how that's done is you're going to make 3 double crochets into the next chain. All right, yarn over, go in there, pull up a loop, make a double crochet, pull through 2, pull through 2. And do that again. Put your hook in, grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap your yarn, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then we'll do that a 3rd time in that same stitch. So that's 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and that is our peak. And now we're going to do the 5 double crochets, 1 in each stitch. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then since we finished with a peak here, we're going to go back to make a valley. So that's what we're going to do in the next stitch. So that's double crochets 3 together. So yarn over, go in your next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have 2 loops on your hook. And then yarn over, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, and you have 4 loops. Grab your yarn, pull it through all 4. Okay, so this is what you're going to be repeating. Now when you get to the end of your row, you are going to finish on your valley, but then you're going to do your 5 double crochets into each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll have 1 stitch left. In that very last stitch, we're going to put 2 double crochets. Okay, that's 1 and 2. Just like we did at the very beginning, we have those 7 double crochets, counting that chain at the beginning. We have 7 before our valley, and we're going to have 7 at the end after our valley. All right, so now we're going to chain 3. Always chain 3 and turn your work. Now right where our chain 3 came out of, this stitch right here, we have this stitch space. We're going to put 1 double crochet in there. That chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so we have 2 double crochets right now. We're going to go into the next 5 stitches with 1 double crochet in each one, like before. Okay, so that's 1. Go in the next stitch, so double crochet, that's 2. Go in the next stitch with a double crochet, so that's 3. Go in the next stitch with a double crochet, and that's 4. Go in the next stitch with a double crochet, and that's 5. Okay, so counting the 2 in the beginning, we have 7. Okay, that chain 3, double crochet, and then we did the 5 double crochets, so we have altogether 7. And then we're going to make a valley over the next 3 stitches. So we're going to yarn over, go in the first one, first stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 3 on your hook. Go in your next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through the first 2, and now you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, and we just made our valley. Now we're going to go into the next 5 stitches with 1 double crochet in each one. All right, that's 1, 2, next stitch 3, next stitch 4, next stitch is 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the next stitch, we're going to make a peak. We're going to put 3 double crochets into the next stitch. It's 1, 2, 3. Oops. Okay, and then we're going to put 1 double crochet into each of the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So see how your work is forming with the valleys and the peaks? All right, so we need to make a valley again because we're alternating. So let's make double crochet 3 together. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, grab your yarn, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, go in the next stitch, yarn over first, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap your yarn, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 4. Just made our valley. In the next 5 double crochets, we're going to make 1 double crochet in each one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5. And then we have this very end one. Don't forget that one. That's a chain, chain 3. We're going to put 2 double crochets into the top of that one to end our row. Okay, so after our valley, we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double crochets, and then 2 at the very end chain, so that we have 7. Okay, want to do it again? Let's do it again. Okay, chain 3. This is all you're going to be repeating. Chain. Okay, so we've chained 3, and we're going to go right into that space at the bottom of that chain 3 with a double crochet. Now that chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so we have 2 double crochets right in the first stitch. Now we're going to put 1 double crochet into each of the next 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so in total we have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're going to make our valley. Yarn over, go in the first stitch, yarn over, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull up your loops, yarn over, pull through the first 2, wrap your yarn, go in the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, wrap your yarn, pull through 2, and you have 4 on your hook. Wrap your yarn, pull through all 4. There's your valley. And then we're going to put 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, since we made a valley here, we want to put a peak over here. So yarn over and put 3 double crochets in that next stitch, all in that next stitch. All right, that's 3 double crochets. Made our peak. And then 1 double crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our last stitch was a peak, so we want to make a valley. Yarn over, go in your next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Go in your next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, go in the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 4, yarn over, pull through all 4. You just made your valley. Okay, now double crochet 1 in each of the next 5 stitches. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the very end you have that chain 3. Don't forget that one. You need to put 2 double crochets into the top of that one. It's 1 and 2. Then you chain 3 and turn your work. It's just repeating what we've done all along. Chain 3, okay, turn our work, go in that very first stitch that the chain 3 is coming out of, and put a double crochet in there. And then your 5 double crochets, 1 in each of the next 5 stitches, and then you do your valley, and then 5 double crochets, and then you do your peak, 5 double crochets, do your valley, 5 double crochets. When you get to the end of your work, don't forget to put those 2 double crochets at the very end, so you'll have a total of 7 double crochets right here. The 2 double crochets at the very end actually represent half a peak. All right, so continue doing that, and I'll see you very soon. Now for the border. I'm on the right side of my work. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook. And I'm going to put it into one of these double crochets on the side. I'm actually going to go around it. Now I'm going to be putting 2 single crochets right around those double crochets on the edges of our rows. First of all, I'm going to slip stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1. And then I'm going to go back into that space and put 2 single crochets in there, and I'll be putting 2 single crochets in the end or the edge of each of our rows. And I'm still holding the 2 yarns together. Okay, I'm going to go up into our starting chain there with a single crochet, a chain 2, and a single crochet to get around the corner. Then I'm going to put 1 single crochet into the starting chain, 1 into each chain. Okay, I'm going to do that all the way around. Do your corners the same way. When you've put your last 2 single crochets around your last double crochet, we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet we made, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to go into that single crochet with a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. Okay, 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet. Okay, then I'm going to skip 2, 1, 2, and go in the next one with the same thing, 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet. That's what we're going to be repeating around. When you get to your corners, which we're here at, we're going to be only skipping 1, which is okay. Go into the chain 2 and put your double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. And then chain 2 again while you're in your corner and put another double crochet in there. So in your corners you'll have 3 double crochets and 2 sets of chain 2. Okay, then we'll skip 2, 1, 2, go in the next one with a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Continue this all the way around, do your corners the same way. I'll see you at the end of this row. I've completed my V-stitch row, and now we're going to do the last row of the border. We're going to slip stitch into the top of that first double crochet of the next V-stitch. Chain 1, And then we're going to put a front post double crochet around that first double crochet in our V-stitch. So we'll go behind it, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and then we're going to make 2 double crochets into the center of our V-stitch. So 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and on top of that second double crochet we'll chain 2, and then we're going to go behind these stitches. Can you see these loops right here, right there and there? We'll go behind those, pull our yarn through, and then pull our yarn through again. Okay, and then we're going to make 2 more double crochets in that same space. Then we're going to do a front post double crochet around our next double crochet from that V. And this is what we end up with. And then in the next V-stitch, we're going to just put a single crochet right into the center of it. Okay, so our next V-stitch, we'll do the same thing we just did here. Front post double crochet around the first double crochet of the V-stitch. In the center of the V-stitch, make 2 double crochets. And then chain 2. And then go into these loops right here at the bottom of that chain 2. Goes through there, through the other side. Grab your yarn, pull it right through, and then pull your yarn right through, and then put 2 double crochets into that same space in the V-stitch, and then do a front post double crochet around the second double crochet of that same V-stitch. Just a little like picot type of stitch on top there. All right, now we're coming up to the corner. So you'll do all your corners the way I'm going to show you. We're going to yarn over. We're going to go around that first double crochet in the corner. Going to put 2 double crochets in that first space of the corner. And then we're going to put a double crochet into the next double crochet on top of it. And then we're going to chain 2, excuse me. And then we'll go behind those 2 bars right there at the bottom of that chain 2. Go behind there with your hook, pull your yarn through, and then pull your yarn through on your hook. And then we're going to go into the next space, still in your corner, and put 3 double crochets in there. And then the very last double crochet that's in your corner, we're going to put a front post double crochet around that. Okay, so that's how the corners are going to work. Do all your corners the same. And then we're going to go into the next V-stitch with a single crochet. And then I'll show you one more time. The next V-stitch, make a front post double crochet around the first Double crochet your V-stitch. Put 2 double crochets in the center space. Chain 2. Put your hook under these loops at the bottom of your chain 2. Pull your yarn through and then pull your yarn through again. And then 2 more double crochets into that space. Front post double crochet around that second double crochet of that V-stitch. So sorry, excuse me. And then we'll go in the center of the next V-stitch with a single crochet. All right, so that is the border, and just keep working around, and I'll meet you at the beginning of the row. Now I'm at the end of the border. I have this one last V-stitch to go into, so I'll put a single crochet in there. And then I'm going to slip stitch to the top of that front post double crochet we did. And I'm going to slip stitch one more over. Cutting my yarn and sewing in my end, and here's your border all complete. Your shawl is complete. Please share pictures in my Facebook group. It is linked below. I'm also on Threads as well if you want to check me out there under crafty.yarn.owl. Please don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials, and please like this video. The likes really help us out. Comment and please share this tutorial. All right, thank you so much. Enjoy your shawl.